Hey everyone, welcome back to Simple Mind Space. Today we're diving into a topic that hits close to home for many of us, breaking free from the patterns that keep us stuck financially. Let's be real, getting rich in today's world isn't a walk in the park. We're up against some powerful forces: our traditional education, the structure of capitalism itself, the messages we absorb from the media, and maybe the toughest one, our own ingrained desire for comfort. Now, I'm not here to sugarcoat things. The odds of amassing $1 million net worth are slim. Statistics show that only a tiny fraction of the global population achieves millionaire status. Even in a wealthy nation like the US, it's still a relatively small percentage. And look, it's not like we aren't working hard. People are putting in the hours, yet it doesn't always translate to real wealth. My aim here isn't to discourage you, but to spark a shift in your perspective. I'm here to tell you that building wealth is possible, that you already possess the tools to make it happen, and if you decide it's something you truly desire, you have what it takes to achieve it. Let's address the elephant in the room, our innate craving for comfort. We are wired to seek it out, and this plays out in countless ways throughout our day. Think about it. When you wake up, what's the first thing you reach for? For many, it's their phone. Scrolling through social media from the comfort of a warm bed is simply easier than getting up and tackling the day. It's about taking the path of least resistance. We crave those instant gratification hits, whether it's indulging in junk food, spending money on things we don't need, or binge-watching TV instead of pursuing more fulfilling activities. Our brains are constantly making choices, and more often than not, we gravitate towards the comfortable option. The problem is, as psychology tells us, this comfort-seeking behavior stems from a fear of the unknown, a fear of what might happen if we venture outside our comfort zones. While this instinct might have served us well in our evolutionary past, protecting us from danger, it can be a major roadblock when it comes to personal growth, especially in areas like entrepreneurship, business, and building wealth. The key takeaway here? Both you and I, we're naturally inclined towards comfort. But those who manage to break free from this comfort trap are the ones who unlock their true potential and achieve remarkable things financially. It's about making a conscious effort to challenge those comfort-driven impulses. If something feels easy, if it's the comfortable choice, it might be time to reconsider. This might seem overly simplistic, but trust me, it's a game changer. Now let's talk about a harsh reality, the cycle of poverty. If you find yourself in a financially disadvantaged situation, the system, unfortunately, makes it incredibly difficult to break free. You're likely surrounded by others in similar circumstances, and the conversations often revolve around making ends meet, stretching every dollar, rather than exploring opportunities for wealth creation. The people in your immediate environment might not be talking about building businesses or taking calculated risks, and that's understandable given their circumstances. However, to elevate your financial situation, it's crucial to expose yourself to different conversations, to surround yourself with individuals who share your ambitions and have already achieved the level of success you aspire to. Let's not forget the economic realities of poverty. It's a vicious cycle where a lack of resources makes everything more expensive. Borrowing money comes with higher interest rates, and you're often forced to settle for lower quality goods that might seem cheaper up front, but end up costing more in the long run due to their shorter lifespan. I can't stress enough how impactful changing your environment can be. Surrounding yourself with people who are driven, who think differently about money, who are on a similar path to yours, can have a profound impact on your mindset and your trajectory. It won't magically erase the challenges of being financially disadvantaged, but it will provide you with a support system, a source of inspiration, and a network of individuals who understand your journey. Here's another hard truth. Our education system, for the most part, is designed to mold us into workers, not entrepreneurs or wealth builders. It's a system rooted in the Industrial Revolution, where the emphasis was on training people for factory jobs, for roles that required following instructions and performing repetitive tasks. The sad reality is that this worker bee mentality persists today. For years, I was convinced that getting a job, acquiring a specific skill set, and trading my time for money was the only path to a stable life. The concept of entrepreneurship, of building something of my own, wasn't even on my radar. It's almost as if our education system inadvertently discourages entrepreneurial thinking. While this might benefit a select few at the top, it doesn't serve the majority. It creates a ceiling on earning potential and perpetuates the cycle of working for someone else's dream. Here's the thing, though. You can absolutely build wealth by trading your time for money, but it requires identifying and mastering a high-value skill. Something that's in demand, requires specialized knowledge, and can't be easily replicated. Most skills, unfortunately, don't fall into this category, which is why it's crucial to be strategic about what you choose to learn and develop. Now let's talk about how the media often portrays wealth. The narrative often paints it as something elusive, a limited resource reserved for a select few. We're bombarded with stories of wealth being associated with greed, corruption, or unethical behavior, fueling the belief that good people don't get rich, that it comes at a cost. This creates a toxic mindset, making people hesitant to even pursue wealth for fear of judgment or being perceived negatively. But here's where I diverge from that narrative. I believe in a value-driven approach to wealth creation, one where you build businesses that not only generate profits, but also contribute positively to society. You don't have to choose between being ethical and being wealthy. They are not mutually exclusive. In fact, I find inspiration in individuals who showcase their success, who are transparent about their journeys, who demonstrate that achieving financial abundance is possible. Their stories challenge the notion that wealth is out of reach and instead fuel my own aspirations. Of course, it's important to remember that not everything you see is a true reflection of reality. Social media, in particular, can be a highlight reel. But even so, seeing others achieve their goals can be a powerful motivator. Let's recap. We've established that societal structures, our own biology, and the messages we're exposed to often work against us when it comes to building wealth. We're essentially programmed to operate within a system that prioritizes comfort over risk-taking, that reinforces a worker-bee mentality, and that often portrays wealth in a negative light. So, how do we break free? It starts with questioning everything. Don't blindly accept what you're told. Be curious, seek out knowledge, challenge assumptions, and most importantly, be open to doing things differently. The average person follows the well-worn path, and if you want a different outcome, you need to be willing to carve your own path. This doesn't mean being different for the sake of it. It's about thinking critically, evaluating different perspectives, and making decisions that align with your goals, even if they go against conventional wisdom. For instance, many financial experts advise against certain purchases, like cars, deeming them as depreciating assets. While their logic might hold true in a general sense, there are always exceptions, alternative ways to approach a situation. Instead of viewing a car solely as a depreciating asset, why not explore its potential as an investment? Certain vehicles hold their value remarkably well, while others can be leveraged to generate income. The key is to think outside the box, to question assumptions, and to explore possibilities that others might overlook. And finally, let go of the notion that a traditional job is the only path to success. While it can provide stability, it often comes with a ceiling on earning potential. If you can identify a high-value skill that you're passionate about, something you excel at, you can leverage that skill to create your own opportunities, to build a business, to design a life on your own terms. Remember, entrepreneurship is about trading your time for money initially, building a foundation, and then using that foundation to create systems, to hire people, to essentially buy back your time and achieve true leverage. If you take away just one thing from this conversation, let it be this: mindset is everything. It sounds cliche, but it's the driving force behind every success story. Shifting your mindset, embracing a growth-oriented perspective, questioning the status quo, and believing in your ability to create wealth. These are the fundamental pillars of financial freedom. Don't be afraid to challenge the narrative, to think differently, and to pursue your financial goals with unwavering determination. Remember, your journey is unique, and you have the power to redefine what's possible. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next episode.